हेलो हाय आदाब सत श्री अकाल। एक बार फिर से आ गया हूँ मैं आप लोगों के बीच, आपका हमराज आरजे अमरम 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज कम्युनिटी रेडियो ज्ञानवाणी यानी कि ज्ञान की वाणी पर। आज हम लोग वॉइसेस अनवील्ड आप लोगों के पास रेडियो कंपटीशन लेकर आए हैं। आज हमारे पास 5 धुरंधर हैं जिनको हमने छांटा था, तलाशा था, और पांचों के पांचों यहाँ पर अपनी तैयारी के साथ आ चुके हैं। टॉपिक इनको दिया जा चुका है, टॉपिक है रील और रियल लाइफ, जिसके बारे में अब हम लोगों को ये इस डिस्कशन के ज़रिए बताएंगे और अपने पॉइंट्स हम लोगों के सामने रखेंगे। सबसे पहले सामने आने वाले हैं हमारे पास एक कैंडिडेट, वो अपने बारे में अपना नाम लेंगे और उसके बाद शुरुआत करेंगे हम लोग इस ग्रुप डिस्कशंस की।
Good morning, I'm Smriti. Let us start fundamentally with what's the difference between real and real life. Real is basically जो तुम experience करते हो as a human being and real is जो तुम phone पे देखते हो. Now the thing with real life is that कि काफ़ी polished life होता है वो. It is very refined, picturesque जो Instagram और Facebook पे हर दिन दिखा जाता है. But what happens is that behind this picture perfect, world is that we forget that इसके पीछे भी there is this chaos, messy world of the real life. Because हम सबको पता है, we are not interested in seeing like, oh, I got a job interview today, or oh, I walked my dog. We are more interested in seeing, oh, I walked my dog and I saw Taylor Swift, or like I had a job interview and it turns out the interview was Bill Gates. तो technically वो रील वालों की भी गलती नहीं है ऐसा मसालेदार स्टोरी डालने को, because that is how you'll grab the audience's attention. But now the problem with this real world is that कि इसके इतना perfection के पीछे भागने के चक्कर में they create this utopian vision जो लोगों को अपने आप जो लोगों को real world से compare करने को करता है, which is like a adverse effect of social media. What I'm trying to say is that in chase of success, people forget that that is not how reality works. Like yesterday मैंने Instagram खोला था and I saw 2 of my friends at the Marine Drive. But we are in the same stream, science. How are they even having the time to do anything except studies? Or when I see those get ready with me videos, they have these perfect outfits, clean room. Like मेरे घर आओगे तो ऐसा तो room नहीं दिखने वाला. So the thing is कि they portray this life in such a rose-tinted world कि fantastical है, utopian होगा. The wars are solved with the power of friendship. Conflicts are just like, conflicts are just milestones to, getting a triumphant win. But that's not real world. The real world is messy. It's chaotic and unpredictable. It's filled with bedheads and messy hair. It's rushing to deadlines. It's, having conflicts between relationships, ups and down. But that's what makes real life so beautiful. दोस्तों के बीच में जो थोड़ा वार्तालाप होता है, या जब when you lose something and when you get it back through hard work, dedication, वो उन छोटी छोटी खुशियाँ और दुखी में जिंदगी की actual खुशी होती है. So the next time you see yourself doom scrolling through Instagram and you see 11th grader average life का reel, just remember your life is far more beautiful than that. Because what you have is real and जो तुम देख रहे हो वो है real. Thank you.
Okay, nice. Great. Start.
Hi everyone. Good morning to one and all present over here. I am Athar Shandelia, and today I have been given the opportunity to speak on a really interesting topic per se. It's the real or real life. As a teen, it is a very subjective statement, but it has a very objective point of view. The real life is the one which you are living. It's the present. It's a gift. Whereas the real life is the one which you want to show the others you are living. Each and every one of us has been given the ability to live, but with that we have also been given the ability to not live it to its fullest. In real life, we forget to do that. Sorry. Real life is the one which all of us are living, whereas the real life is the one we show others we are living. As humans, we try to get life as easy as possible, which is not the case everywhere. We develop mechanisms just to work and just to do nothing. One of those mechanisms right now is social media. The real life is one lived by all, but not loved by all. Despite knowing the doom and gloom real life presents us, we welcome it by open arms. Although of the negativity of the real life, it also provides us with opportunity, positivity and escape. For instance, as a sports fan myself, I never ever think about my problems, not only because I have love for sports, but also because someday I wish to be on the pitch and play with my heroes. As a 12th standard student, I understand the need for escapes and breaks. But the real life is a fisherman looking for fish. And as human tendency is, we take the bait and start deep diving into, well, nothings. Humans are at a point where it's easier to be influenced or influence a stranger, but it's difficult to help a friend in need or in, well, whenever it's necessary. By celebrating the real life, society calls it progress, whereas reality calls it, well, tardy and lazy. Granted, not all experiences we have in the real life are better than the former, but they are unique in themselves. It is the one where you're situated, it is the one where you're living, it is the one where you can go out, touch and smell the aroma of a flower, see all the beautiful butterflies around in the world. The real life, despite being better, is not alluring enough like the real one. This is only because the real life does not provide us any opportunity to sit at home and do nothing. I live by one quote by Walt Whitman. It says, be judgmental, be curious, not judgmental. Sorry. And the real life forces us to be curious, whereas the real life forces us to be judgmental. I would like to conclude by saying, living in the moment is a gift. We must learn it as much as possible. There's a reason it's called the present. We must learn it, and we must then learn never to forget. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Anya and I am very honored to speak in front of you guys, and we've received a topic called Real versus Real, which is, the first time I'm speaking on a topic which is so different from my best friend, my this, my that, so I'm really excited to speak on this topic. Well, we all live in a world where screens dominate us. We have two realms, real and real. Real, a beautifully fantasy that is scripted, that we all dream to live off, but it's just like how conflicts resolve in 2 hours, everyone finds their loved ones, no fights, no nothing, everyone gets whatever they want. But let us not just forget a flip of a coin, which is real life, where we need to fight for our success, we need to just keep on moving in life that nobody understands. We want to show everyone that how beautiful we're living life, how there is nothing to stress about, school is going amazing. But is it true? Is it true that real life is like that? We give a script, we are receiving a script of a reel that, oh my god, wow, this is what's happening in life. But does real life come with a script? Does it? I don't think so. Well, real life is what we are ignoring these days, and not just everyone looking into their phones and being like, oh wow, she's living so nice, oh wow, he's living so nice, how am I living? Real and real life are so different that people do not understand these days that it is not necessary to show everyone what happily and what really is not happening in their lives. We're ignoring the part where something bad may happen, or something really unexpected can happen in our lives. We're just focusing on what people will think of us if we do something that is not related to them. We're being too judgmental in this world because of two realms, that is real and real. Well, concluding or coming to an end, it is not about comparing real and real, but about enjoying both of them at an equal level. We should not always be like, real life is too bad, we need to have a delusion in life. It's not necessary to exaggerate everything that is happening in our lives, but being real and showing what really is happening in our lives. Thank you so much.
Everyone, and a chief guest. So this is Komal speaking here. So, as we all know, in this fast-paced world, we are always in a hurry. But there is something common in all of us. That is, the fair share of worries that we all carry with ourselves in our daily lives. But there is something that keeps us going every day. And that is the real life. Or as we might say it, the social media. So, that is what our today's topic is all based on. The real life or the real life. Firstly, let us understand the difference between the both. A real life is like showing a portrayal of living a picture perfect life, whereas the real life is actually about facing the hardships and the risks in our daily lives. So looking at this, we might think, oh wow, the real life looks so much fun and way more exciting than the real life. But here is where we all go wrong. That is, the real lives which we all live in the present is also as much of an adventure. Now you may ask this as to why and how. This is because the real life is already written and it is only for the entertainment of the audience, whereas the real life which we all live in the present is all about the thrill and suspense of living it, because we never know what might happen later. So here I agree that yeah, there are some times of difficulties and sorrows in our lives, but after all, that is what life is all about, right? And nothing is permanent in life, even the good times or the bad ones. Now looking at this, the real life is also positive in a way, because it helps us to escape the reality for some time and live in a fictional world where there are no worries and no care. But like a coin has two sides, real life also has its own limitations. Like for example, the beauty influencers on social media, as they portray the perfect and flawless skin, they do not have it. Because of the editing and AI, they always show the perfect picture of a person in front of the screen, and looking at them we think that, oh, I wish I had the flawless skin. But here we fail to realize that we as humans are perfect with our imperfections. So I would like to conclude by saying that we should be able to set boundaries between a real and a real life, be able to accept our reality and go with the flow. Thank you so much.
Okay. Start.
Hello guys, this is Sahana here. I'm very honored to be here today, selected as a radio jockey for the competition right now. The topic given to us was real life versus real life. Real life is something that is just a scripted illusion to us. अब जैसे 41 के मूवी में दिखा दिया कि there's a sports car which is zooming through the campus. Is that possible in real life? Will that ever happen? No. We all know it just raises our expectations in life, which not always can be fulfilled. I had read this some line somewhere saying that the only letter that differentiates real from real is the letter E and A. E in real stands for edited, whereas A in real stands for actual. Real life is nothing but a perfectly edited version of the actual life we are living, the perfect, imperfect life we are living. It is something that we all need to cherish. We need to know where to demarcate our real life, where to embrace our real life, and just be happy about it, be grateful that we are living this life, enjoy your life with your friends. We have to hustle for our career, our marks. Being an 8th grader right now, I'm just entered teenage. I have a fight with someone in school, or I'm just upset about something. I scored 2 marks less, 3 marks less. I get upset, I lock myself in a room searching for distractions, a book or a movie or social media scrolling. All that I see over there is just a perfect life of the people living. Something I see and I think, yaar, meri life वैसे क्यों नहीं है? Why don't I, score 10 on 10 or 100 on 100? Why don't I get a percentage, which is full percentage or something like, why don't I have such kind of skin? Or why am I not wearing the clothes I want to? Why don't I go out so frequently as they are? That's the thing that come into my mind. But high time I have realized that I've spoken to my mom number of times about this, but I've realized that yes, real life is complicated, messy, but it also gives you a genuine joy, sorrow all together. conflicts, yeah, it takes time to resolve. You have generally in life financial issues, relationship problems, illness, loss, lack of motivation. But that's when you realize that that's your life. That is something that makes you joyful. That is why you are in the real world and not in a screen which just portrays the perfect. Thank you.
तो जैसे कि सब लोग यहाँ पर थे मेरे बीच में, एंड यू ऑल गाइज आर फैंटास्टिक. बहुत अच्छे से आप लोगों ने बोला और प्रेजेंटेशन दिया आपने. स्पेशली आई थिंक दे आर सो मच कॉन्फिडेंट मैम, क्योंकि जितने तैयार होके आए हैं और इस एज में स्पेशली जो हम लोग थे तो बहुत तैयारी करके आते थे, इतनी जल्दी तैयारी नहीं हो पाती थी. एंड यू आर एक्चुअली सो मच कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट दैट. सो कुडूस टू यू ऑल ऑफ यू. स्पेशली आप सभी लोगों के लिए मैं ये ज़रूर कहूँगा कि आपने जो पार्टिसिपेशन किया, बहुत अच्छी तैयारी की थी. और मैम भी इसके बारे में हमें ज़रूर बताएंगे अपने डिसीजन के बाद में, वो भी आप लोगों से कुछ ना कुछ बात कहेंगे. स्मृति, अथर्व, आन्या, कोमल और सहाना, थैंक यू सो मच. आप लोगों को रिजल्ट भी पता चलेगा अभी आज ही. एंड आई होप यू आर एंजॉइंग योरसेल्फ.